Okay, so here we are on the 2.4 notes video. For some of you, you may have already figured out exactly what I'm going to talk about, and for some of you, you might be a little sad to leave the visual behind. But we are moving into the algorithm today, so we're completely skipping the first page. We're going in to the second page here where it says we can also use the standard algorithm to solve this problem. To use the standard algorithm, we have to use the reciprocal of the divisor and then multiply the fractions. So the reciprocal is when you flip a fraction. So it says find the quotient 3/4 divided by 2/3, use a model, and we're not using a model. We're going to use the standard algorithm. So I've got 3/4 divided by 2/3. So you keep the first one. You might want to write this off to the side. Keep first fraction, and you're going to rewrite it again. So we've got 3/4. You change to multiplication. So we change this to multiplication, and then we flip the second fraction. Okay, so it'd be multiplying by 2/3. Okay, then of course, fourth step is we're going to check for cross division. Okay, and it's okay if you miss the cross division. You might just have to simplify at the end. So here I can cross divide. I can divide these by 2. So this would become a 1. This would become a 2. I could divide both of these by 3. This would become a 1. This would become a 1. And then my fourth step is to multiply. Oops, fourth step, multiply across. My fifth step, sorry. And we've done this. We've multiplied fractions before. So you just go straight across. So our answer here, 1 times 1 is 1, over 2 times 1 is 2. 1/2 would be our answer. Okay? So then moving forward onto the second page, it says use a model, and this we're not going to use a model, we're just going to use the algorithm. So we keep the first fraction, 6/2, change to multiplication, flip the second one, 4/3, and now we check for our cross division, and I can divide the 4 and the 2 by 2. This becomes a 1, that becomes a 2. I can do, let's see, 6 and 3. I can divide both of these by 3. So this becomes a 1, this becomes a 2. So then I multiply my new numbers straight across here. 2 times 1 is 2, over 1 times 1 is 1, and that would just equal 2. All right, number 2 here. Keep the first one, so 2/3 times, flip the second one, 5/2. Check for cross division. I can only cross divide with the 2's here, so I divide both of these by 2. Comes a 1, comes a 1. I can't do anything with the 5 and 3, so I just leave them alone. So then my answer, 1 times 5 is 5, over 3 times 1 is 3. So you can leave it like that, or for some of you that like to change them to mixed numbers, you could say 1 and 2/3, but leaving it as 5/3 is perfectly fine. Number 3, I've got so 7/8 times, flip the second one, 2 over 1, and I can cross divide with the 2 and the 8. I can divide these both by 2. So I get a 1 and a 4. Can't do anything with the 7 and 1, so now I just multiply across. 7 times 1 is 7, over 4 times 1 is 4. Or you could say 1 and 3/4. Okay? And then the last one here, number 4, I've got 3/5 times 4 over 1. 3 and 1, I can't do any cross division. 4 and 5, can't do any cross division. That's fine sometimes, so I'm just going to multiply straight across. So 3 times 4 is 12, over 5 times 1 is 5. Or you could say 2 and 2/5. fifths, but 12 fifths is perfectly acceptable. Okay, so I think some of you already figured this out in the last 2 days, this idea at least. And if you haven't, well, now you know. So moving forward, no more model, strictly using the algorithm, because the algorithm doesn't work for every type of fraction. It only works if they have common denominators. So that's all we'll do for now, and we'll do some more practice together in class.